Now we are ready to recap whatever has been done before we enter the summer school and the activities of the INVESTMED project that were most closely related to this INVESTMED Summer School were the design and implementation of the online training program. You remember from the previous videos, if you wish, that we had 7 training cycles in each country and 20 training editions were carried out. This was the Sustainable Business Management training program with also tutoring sessions. This was achieved during the previous years to provide the beneficiaries of the project actions with the skills they need to start and manage their own businesses, and at the same time to promote cross-border relations, which is a side but as well important aim of the overall neighborhood program. The second aspect that I wish to recap from the previous activities that is fundamental for this summer school is that we also delivered 11 webinars that accompanied the training cycles to further deepen the contents of the Sustainable Business Management training program and explore topics that were initially not covered in it, like renewable energy aspects. Then it is important to remind that through the Sustainable Business Management training, we also performed a selection of the best ideas, and 21 business ideas were selected out of the 20 training editions that were effectively carried out. After which, these 21 business ideas, the people, women and men that were behind these 21 business ideas were able to participate in an online coaching and mentoring program that supported the scouting phase of their work. 4 workshops were organized with investors, business angels, and financial institutions that were also supportive to promote the ability of these would-be startuppers in communicating their business idea through an effective pitch. So at the end of the story, before we enter into the specifics of the summer school, we have that the Sustainable Business Management training program has offered a large audience of young and women entrepreneurs or would-be entrepreneurs from Egypt, Lebanon, and Tunisia the basic skills to be sustainable business manager and entrepreneurs. Out of those people, 21 attendees were selected because they presented the 21 business ideas that were selected as the best ones. Those 21 entrepreneurs or would-be entrepreneurs were offered the coaching and mentoring support to elaborate their pitch. And now we come to the summer school, where the objective of the summer school was to complement the coaching and mentoring program and take the 21 business ideas from the scouting stage to become more structured initiatives. This was the aim of the pitch competition that took place at the end of the summer school, and in it there was a jury of investors, business angels, financial institutions, and experts, both academic and non-academic, that analyze the mentees' business ideas to enable them to raise risk capital to implement them. What were the aims of the summer school? Of course, as we said, the summer school was the final activity of a line of activities that had finished at that point with the coaching and mentoring. Now, the coaching and mentoring was not the last stage. The summer school is the last stage, And in that respect, the summer school provided various improvements. First of all, it provided the opportunity to review and strengthen the contents that were learned in the coaching and mentoring program and gain additional knowledge of public speaking techniques that the participants needed to further strengthen. The second opportunity was to get to know through a series of meetings with testimonials, investment priorities, access conditions, and proceedings to capital. The third aspect was to learn best practices from successful startuppers, and there were examples during the summer school both in the green economy, in the blue economy, and in the creative and cultural sector. The fourth aspect was that through the summer school, the attendees could further improve their elevator pitch by doing some assisted activities by themselves and through the help of specialists that were joined to them during the summer school. It was very important that we could, as a fifth outcome of the summer school, provide the attendees not only with the opportunity to visit some of the most beautiful Italian cities and locations, but to bring them to real life experience by bringing them to be part of important projects, to witness them, what is the excellence of sustainable transition embodied in business ideas. We visited some important cities with our attendees. Of course, Rome, where the summer school took place, but we took our attendees, our international visitors, together with the organizers, to the city of Siena, to the city of Florence, the city of Salerno, and we also brought them to visit the Amalfi Coast, which is itself a unique experience. Regarding the business experiences more technically, the mentees had the opportunity to visit the geothermal Chiusdino plant close to Siena in Tuscany, which is part of the world's oldest geothermal complex. It makes an important contribution to boosting the circular economy and the sustainability to the area and the local communities. For instance, there is a teleheating system for local communities. Second, we stopped in Siena at the University of Siena, where we visited the Fish for Fish project, which is an Italy-Spain partnership which involved the University of Siena, and whose coordinator explained to us the details of the project. The coordinator is Professor Rebecca Pogni of the University of Siena. The project aimed to reducing sea and terrestrial plastic litter and promoting the transition towards circular economy models and fossil-free future. In particular, the project tested the ability to use the debris from fish consumption to build a bioplastic that will be used as a way to better preserve fish in the production and distribution process. The third reality we visited was the Unica Caseificio Bio, which is a company close to Salerno dedicated to the production of dairy products, but it also helped requalify an abandoned area of great cultural and historical value. Last but not least, we visited the Giffoni Film Fest. In particularly, we visited two companies inside the Giffoni Film Fest. First one was the Giffoni Experience, and second, the Giffoni Innovation Hub. The Giffoni Experience has been active for about 50 years, and it is an active cultural factory whose main target is the kids, the teens, and their families. The second one, the Giffoni Innovation Hub, is a startup that was founded in 2015, and it is a strategic operational hub which can elaborate, give values and support projects, events and formats in the domain of creativity digital culture and innovation. And this hub is particularly sensitive also to the green aspects of the sustainable transition. As it is already clear by now, the main ingredient of the summer school was the delivery of the pitch and the evaluation of the pitch deliveries. To that end, the entire week was dedicated, a great part of it was dedicated to improve and better the initial pitch that each attendee had in her or his mind. So the main outcome was preparing 5-minute elevator pitch, and all of the afternoons of the summer school were dedicated to rehearse and improve that pitch, which was eventually delivered the last day of the summer school. Each pitch had overall 8 minutes. The first 5 minutes were reserved for the candidate, the business idea proponent, who should deliver her or his concise pitch. The additional 3 minutes were reserved for the jury, who could ask questions. Each pitch was evaluated by the jury along 6 criteria. 4 pertain to the content of the pitch and 2 pertain to the ability to present it. The 4 criteria to evaluate the content were customer and problem, that was assigned 20% of the overall grades, solution and benefits, another 20%, feasibility of the business idea, another 20%, and innovativeness of the business idea, 15% of the overall. So if we sum up the 4 content components, we reach to 75% of the total score. The remaining 25% of the total score was reserved for the evaluation of the pitch delivery. And particularly here there were 2 additional criteria. The first one was the crowd engagement, 15% of the total, how much the candidate through her or his speech would arouse the audience. And last but not least, the effectiveness of the presentation, which got another 10%. The members of the jury were moreover asked to offer feedback and advice as if they were an investor looking for deals. The jury's judgment were expressed on a scale from 1 to 5, where 5 was an excellent presentation on all counts, and 1 at the opposite was the candidate does not even try to make a good delivery. At the end of this video, I want to tell you a little story. When we engaged in organizing the summer school, we asked ourselves, what is the most important requirement? And believe me, the most important requirement when you organize a school is credibility, reputation. So, in order to teach our mentees how to best deliver their pitches of sustainable business ideas, we needed to be sustainable ourselves. And the summer school should be organized along sustainable guidelines. That's why everything we did had to be minimizing CO2 emissions, water consumption, or to be along a recycle phase as much as we could. So we moved around by using trains and coaches, not by using anything else. We studied and organized our meals in a way to be least impactful as possible. We used restaurants that were trying to be sustainable themselves. We used learning materials that could be entirely recycled or minimize their impact on the environment. This was the same for gadgets. So we minimize the environmental impact of the summer school, and at the same time we favored social inclusion as much as we could. You can find, of course, additional details in the booklet about the INVESTMED Summer School, which is linked to this video. And at this point, I really thank you a lot for watching this video. I hope I gave you a sense of the magic experience we lived through this summer school, and good luck.